Hey guys, welcome back to some Guild of Guardians. In today's video, we're going to be running through the Endless mode. Now, of course, this is the new Endless mode since we've had our patch, since we've had the update. So there is quite a few changes in here. Want to run through Legendary. We are going to use our 4 tickets. Now, I love the ability to be able to use 4 tickets because, of course, if we are using all 4 tickets, we only have to do one single run versus doing 1 ticket 4 times or 2 tickets twice. 4 tickets and we are done. Now, of course, going in here, you can see our modifier right here is the domain bonus of the Hydrus. So we are going to put Hydrus heroes in here. Now, again, a lot of speculation was if we don't put Hydrus heroes in here, it is still going to work as intended. We will get the same bonus. We do not. I ran it both ways. One day I ran it one way. The following day, I ran it the same. So making sure that you have 5 other heroes, or at least you're running in its entirety, 5 of your Hydrus in here is going to make a big difference, and it does make a big difference to the points you get in there. And again, that was one question that I got. Some players were saying it didn't. Some players were saying absolutely it 100% does. When you look at my active party, I am running now 5 heroes in this active party. Works incredibly well because we've been slowly kind of building them up. We're running the other 5 Hydrus heroes in here. And you'll also notice there is no command order. That, again, is one of the big changes in here. So coming soon here. But you can see there is no more command order. We can't change it. We can't set it. We cannot do anything with the command order. So let's go ahead and start this. And I still like the new loading screen. I like that is Leah that it looks like is running through here. So looking at our camp, now of course, because we do not have the command order, we cannot go ahead and get the buff. Out of here, dungeon coins, we're gonna get those. I want the basic buff, and I believe when it comes to this Guardian attack and defense 5%, this is the only place that you can get this that I am aware of. So I'm gonna go ahead and buff that up. When you think of all of our heroes in here, pretty much everyone is based on attack. Now remember, pay attention and pay special attention to the debuffs that you're getting out of here. And of course, we always want to go in here and we always want to get the strongest, the most coins, the most tokens that we can get, everything in its entirety. And the team that I'm running, I want to run through really quick. And of course, looking here, we are doing magic damage. Magic damage is the primary thing. So I have Karuk right here. We are also running Leah right in the back. And then we do have Grizel. We have Tavros in Tirok right in here. Now you'll notice right in this left-hand side, we have a 10% commander skill. This is where the commander skill is incorporated with. Now the question I had, and I believe this is the way that it works from my understanding, is you can see under here, it says active 3 battle rooms, 10 battle rooms, 4, 3, and 5. So depending on what you choose out of here, when that meter hits 100%, and when it hits 100%, you want to use it every single time because it will not go over 100%, which means these commander skills are the ones that you do want to get. And of course, depending where you are kind of in here, I want to make sure that we're building it out, even like the active 10 rooms. We don't run a crazy amount of rooms in here. So being active for 10 rooms, all Guardians receive an increase of healing of 3%. Now, of course, we only have 1 healer, so that's going to make a big difference. All Guardians get a heal. When a Guardian receives a fatal attack, they're immune to attack and instantly recover HP. That's a good one, but again, you have to pay special attention because it's only active for 3 battle rooms in there. And then, of course, we get a big attack buff right in this one, and then all Guardians gain 300 skills. So I like how they built out the commander skills in here, just kind of based on where it is. Now, you'll also notice right here, they're at 1.4 million. It's in red. We're at 6.28. Win the endless battle. Now, when it comes to the buffs, so once we start getting these runes, we have no tanks. We have some mages. We also have crit. Now, you can see right here, it shows we have 7 of our Keeper Guardians. We are only running 3. So these runes only work for the active Guardians that we currently have. And even looking in the mages, I know I do have some set aside, but looking in the mages, it shows 3. We only do have 2 mages actually in here right now. So I'm going to pick this one up. And again, paying attention to the debuffs we have in here. The one like Stife is decent. I mean, it's okay because they're going to stun Karuk if they're stunning anyone at all, which again, it can trigger, it might not trigger, but here we go. We get a debuff every single room. Now, the exhaustion is one you 100% want to stay away from. Even looking here, when a Guardian takes a crit, they lose energy. Again, the way that is built, that is only going to hit Karuk. And then, of course, all Guardians' attack and defense are increased by 5%. Duration, 9 encounters. So it seems like this is the buff, and it's going to show that buff in that top right, and it only works for so many rooms. And you can see Grizel was actually stunned right there. Should be able to kill this probably even before Leah's ult goes off. As we get further in the rooms, we do kind of automate this earlier, and then as we get further in Mage's area damage, but as we get further in here, I will take the ultimate off and I will actually manually ult the heroes that we have in here. Now, of course, like I've said before, I have actually a sheet that has all of my heroes on it. Right here, the 5 heroes that I run. So I know exactly what I'm getting and who I'm building out and why we're building those specific heroes out. I want to make sure that we're not missing anything in here. That takes us to rank number 4. I feel like we can make a lot of progression in here. Charm is massive. If you're getting Charm, you don't need the innate focus, and I'll show you why in the next battle. If you get the Charm, the 2 front heroes will stay, or the 2 front enemies will stay together, meaning it is a very, very small area effect that you need for this. So again, depending on the runes that you get, you want to make sure you know exactly what you want. Every time an ally dies, which of course we don't want any of our allies die, but these 2 will attack each other. And you can see right there, looking at Leah's orb or Leah's attack, boom, it is going to cover everybody based on where they're at. That is what we want. We want to make sure that we're getting everyone covered in there, that we're not missing out any of the heroes. Now, of course, we could get a little more area damage, which would max it out. I want to go with the attack speed in here. And then again, paying attention, all combatants become immune to burn damage. We're not using burn damage, but by chance, if you are, that would make a really, really big difference. So again, pay attention to the debuffs that we're getting in here and pay attention to the teams that you're getting in here. Energy recovery, we can do a shield. I still want to get the guild coins because it is fairly early. Now you'll see we have 7 more in here. We're 60% on our meter. Once that meter hits 100%, we are going to trigger it because again, you can't get over 100%. Every battle going forward is going to give us essentially nothing if we already have that at 100%, if that is capped out. So again, making sure that you do this. Now, of course, Charm is another one that is huge. And the reason for it is Karuk isn't going to take the damage because of those charmed enemies, meaning he has the ability to actually sustain and live a lot longer through combat because of the way that it's built. Now, looking at the camp, this is the interesting one. So before, we always went with the camp first. And when we got into the camp, we went in here and we picked up, of course, our commander buff. You'll notice that, boom, the commander buff is gone, meaning that the only thing you can get is a rare rune or an advanced rune. We're going to go in here and I'm going to get an advanced rune. It, of course, is going to give me a random rune. There we go. Intelligence Guardians gain 25% crit, which I am running in this team for intelligence heroes, which is awesome. That's going to make a really big difference in the damage that we're picking up in here. And, of course, having the ability to burn through these enemy teams is going to make a big difference. Now, there we go. We got crit. Let's go with a little bit more resistance in here. And looking at Leah, this is kind of the point where if I turn it off, Leah's ult, as long as we get 2 or 3 really starfalls in there, should be no problem taking out all of the enemies. Keeper Guard, Solus, we have 2 Guardians in here. So again, I'm going to go with the Keeper Guard, even though I know we don't have 7. We are running 3 of the heroes. Leah, Grizel, and Tirok are Keeper Guardians, so we definitely want to make sure that we do have that. So let's fight in here. Oh, and I didn't even check to see if we were at 100%. I think we might have been 100% on the buff. So boom, there's the ult. Again, takes everybody down. And I don't like the knock up. If you've seen right there at the end, Karuk got actually knocked up. Now, of course, right here with our Redeemer, we only do have Karuk as of right now. So we do have some life steal in there. I'm going to do the HP. Then, of course, we're going to keep going with the magic in here. And this almost seems like you can get through here a lot quicker. Again, running those 4 tickets makes a really, really big difference, but you can't miss a day. If you miss a day, guys, it is game over. So dungeon coins, energy recovery. Let's go with energy recovery, 90%. So we have 1 more room. Then we'll have another buff in there. Let's ult Leah. Again, the charm effect goes in. Boom. That's it. Leah can do so much damage when you start putting those runes behind her. Some extra attack, some extra crit. Let's go for some crit in there. I will absolutely take some more crit. So we're stacking Solus crit, we're stacking the intelligence crit, and we're also stacking the crit on top of for the keeper. So it's kind of crazy the amount. So even looking here when we put a shield on these enemies, and here's 100%, we have 4 more with our basic buff. Now in here, I'm going to go ahead and activate. I was almost thinking this one, but let's go for, what do we got? 5 rooms, 3 rooms. I'm going to go for 5 rooms. This will take it, boom, there we go. We have 2 of our buffs, takes it to 0, which means 5 out of the next 10, essentially rooms that we are gonna have to get some buffs on, we are gonna be all set with. Now, of course, like I said earlier, I'm gonna keep Leah. We're not gonna alter every single time unless she starts a battle with full damage. Mage damage, mage skill damage. Now we are running 2 mages. We are running Tirok and we are running Leah. So we do have both of those heroes. Again, mage damage going up. And I like the auto attacks. I want the one where we can actually get through the shields. Makes a big difference. Now, of course, camp we don't want. I'm going to go merchant, and this is where we're going to use our dungeon coins. Once the dungeon coins are used in here, then we're going to pick up the debuff that says we can't use them anymore. So we're at 330. Fouling, pretty good. Prodigy, I like that one because we're going to get some more energy out of there. And of course, we can only buy 1, unfortunately. So let's go through here and continue this. And I think we're ranked 2 right now, but the ranks in here change a lot when you're running 4 tickets. And of course, if you do want to run the 4 tickets, you have to, and there's the dungeon coins. But when you do that, you do have to remember, if you're running 4 tickets at a time, if you have a bad run, it can really be detrimental. If you miss a run, it can be an absolute train wreck when it comes to the rankings. So we got Imperial. We got the Redeemer. Let's go in here with some more Guardian. And you'll notice that when I'm picking out my runes, we are stacking them on Leah, and Leah is the big focus. Karuk is in here for absolutely for the immunity. But when it comes to actually doing the damage, there's Starfall. Boom. So the enemy only gets, a couple seconds in there, and Leah already does burn them down in the entirety. The Redeemer's Intelligence Guardians, 35. A crit right there. We will stack some more intelligence. We will stack some more crit in here, which is really, really helpful for these game modes. Now, what do we got? We got a shield. We got a shield. Let's go with the shield on this side. Leah again. Boom. Got to try to get a heal on Grizel. Let's see. Oh, I was going to pause it. I tried to pause it. They went down that fast. So Grizel is out, guys. This might be detrimental to our run because, of course, Leah isn't going to be able to double ult and is not going to get Grizel's buff out of here. But I'm hoping we can still pick it up. The Guardians, shield, crit. I'm going to skip the curse. The simple fact is we're not getting any more dungeon coins. So I'm okay with skipping the curse again. Boom. Starfall. 50 enemies and adventure are endless. So we got that one done. 152 right there. There we go. Attack, 50% of defense. Now this, of course, is huge. As we're building up these heroes and they start getting, thousands or tens of thousands of defense in there, 50% going to attack is going to be a ton. There's our 3 treasure chests. So that should be our 100. Again, merchant we don't want to do. Let's go with the Mist of Fate. If we get a fortune, and there's rank 1, guys, awesome to see again. If we get a fortune teller, I skip. And again, I don't know the ley lines. I haven't seen the ley lines in here. We've been trying to see if we can pull the ley lines, but I haven't seen them. I haven't seen the ley lines in there as of yet. So I'm hoping it's not taken out. I'm hoping it's not moved. I don't remember it from the patch notes. So crit, 0, and shield. Let's go with some crit because, again, just going to be hitting Karuk up there. For 2 minutes. Let's see how long Starfall takes. 3 seconds. Leah is that strong, guys, that Starfall is taking literally 3 seconds. And there we go. Area damage. Let's go for some more crit in here. And of course, this is crit on everybody. All right, so let's fight in this one. Boom. Leah's going to pick up some extra energy because of our buff. And as you can see, guys, I think we're out. This is where it kind of gets dicey because if Karuk takes a crit and dies, it's pretty much game over at that point. So healing, mage area. Again, looking here, the Imperial, I think we only have 1, which is Tarvos. You know what? Tarvos, actually, the attack of Tarvos converts into the heal as an Imperial support hero. So that might help a little. I know we only have 1, but that might actually help a little. We got shield, we got crit, we got guardians. Let's go for some more shield. And again, I feel like Leah's going to be able to get this down. Might even have to run. Look at that. It is so much damage that Leah's putting out. This is the reason why so many players are running Leah. And you know what? Let's do the 15 attack. Again, thinking of Tarvos, trying to get him built up a little bit further for the heals. I want some really, really heavy attack heals. And of course, the normal attacks. They do still possess. So we got 0. We got this one. We're going to go with the crit. Boom. Now, of course, if Karuk takes damage, we'll get the immunity out of there. Still got it down. Now, hopefully we can get a buff. This is the point where we usually start dying out. Attacking Guardians get 10% more attack defense, which of course is going to be a multiplication factor to the other runes we have, meaning we are stacking a lot in here. We are really stacking quite a bit. So of course, Merchant Camp, not a big deal. And I'm almost wondering if we don't have the guild coins to just go camp, because if this is another fortune, again, this, I don't like the curses that they give in here, and I believe we're at 100% on our debuff. So I'm going to pick it up. I'm thinking in this room, because we could do this for another 10 rooms. What are we at? And of course, it's pretty imperative. So we are at room 26. So here we go. So we have 100% again. We could get a little bit more healing. Not too worried about that. Recovery at the beginning, again, not really too worried about that. At start of battle, all Guardians get 300 skill points. Let's go for the attack bonus. We know this is going to be again for 5 more rooms. And I'm thinking a big attack bonus to get through these next 5 rooms, because I feel like we're putting some distance between where we're at. Let's get a lot more crit in there. And I feel like the crit's probably already at 100% for her, just kind of based on the build. But if we can crit every time, I'm all for it. There we go. We got the charm between both of them. The Tarvos went down. This is where it gets real dicey. So Tarvos literally went down in 1 hit. And that's essentially what happens is we get to the point where it is 1 single shot, which honestly Tarvos hasn't been doing a lot, because at this level we're not even getting the shield. And as you can see, guys, this is pretty much it. So we'll go 10 seconds on the ult. And of course, we just have to wait. So now Karuk's immunity is going to run out. And even though we're full energy, we can't do anything. And it's going to give us, of course, the buff again. So we'll go with some Redeemer. After this, well, when we get this curse, it's going to take us to 0 energy. And now it's pretty much just a time game. There we go. We have every single buff or curse that we can get in here. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this on auto, and just trying to keep Karuk long enough to get the ultimate ability, which I can try it 2 or 3 times, but usually, guys, it's going to be 1 single touch and any of these heroes are dead. Yeah, see, I mean, you're looking at almost what, well over 100,000 damage there. Not too bad though. I mean, room 29 at this point. Pretty happy with progression. And of course, this is the place where not only are we picking up a lot of coins to go ahead and use within the shop, the rewards have already been completed, but this is how you complete your dailies as well. So looking at our quest, boom, we're going to pick these ones up. 1, 2, 3, dings all the way to the top, picking up our chest. So that is going to do it for the endless mode for today, guys. I'm loving the updates with the changes that they've done in there. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.